Kenya Moore blasts Tamar Braxton and talks Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yep. So earlier this week, Tamar was on Watch What Happens Live on Bravo, and Nicola asked her what she thought about Kenya, and this is what she said.
Well, I can't lie, she's not my favorite. I don't know, something about the thirst of it all.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
she's a pretty girl, and
Yes.
it's just like the pageant thing kind of reeks.
Gotta love Tamar.
Kenya, she tuned in that night and clapped back on Twitter, and she said this: I'm thirsty, but you talking about me. So who's the thirsty one? I'll wait. Hashtag unbothered.
What?
I don't know. Aren't you bothered if you tweet out a response? You're a little bothered, right?
Yeah, if you look at yeah.
So there was a dude by the name of Peter Panda Man 09 who tweeted Kenya, at least you have a title, and then she came back with a little more shade and said, at least I have edges.
Ooh. Now, that was dirty.
All right, so Kenya Moore just did an exclusive interview with N-Stars.
What show is that?
Well, it's not really a show, it's like an entertainment website.
Never heard of it.
Oh? And so in her interview with N-Stars, Kenya went a little bit more in detail. She said, to see her say that on Bravo, which is my family and that's my home. So you're gonna come into my house and disrespect me? I couldn't just stay quiet about that.
In her house?
Yeah, like, cause the interview that they did with Tamar was like on Bravo.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought she came up to our house, and sat in her living room and said, I was like, that's a bold chick.
Oh, but it gets a little bolder than that. So in Kenya's interview, she was also asked, what do you think about Porsha's demotion for no longer getting impeached this season? Kenya first said, honestly, I don't have any thoughts about it, and then couldn't help herself, and then she continued more and said more things. I've made people relevant on this show for negative occurrences, and I'm not just doing that anymore. I think people need to stand on their own 2 feet, not ride my coattails. And you see, when they don't ride my coattails, they don't get very far.
Oh?
Wow.
So she felt you rode her coattails?
She can't be talking about me.
Okay, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be doing something for somebody to be riding your coattails, right? Like, you got to be on the way to progression and being successful for somebody to ride your coattails.
Right.
I thought. That's what I thought. Is that not what
No, that's how
that
it
means?
is. Yeah.
Baby, you better
NBA
read, Miss
championships.
Porsha, you better read her.
I'm just saying.
Baby, pull out your book, honey, and read, honey. Which page you on? Which page you on, niece? Honey, you better read her. You on page 5. Baby, I heard you weren't subscribed to our channel. You better click on that button right there down below.